So this is about your body being under siege and all this narcissistic attack and the malevolence that these people attack you with actually places your body into a physical battle within your body. This is just the narcissistic abuse. It doesn't just break hearts, it infiltrates your body. It rewires your whole nervous system. It shuts down vital functions that you need, and making survival feel like it's a war against your own flesh, because it is. When someone is subjected to this type of covert, systemic, and calculated harm, the body reacts as if it is under constant threat of attack. Your body, your reality around you, is in a war zone. Keeping your stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, like I've said in other works, running in overdrive throughout your body. And these are such high levels of cortisol that it's enough to put out a horse in pain. And it's all within inside of your body. At first, the fight or flight response helps you survive and helps you become hyper aware, always embracing yourself for the next attack. But when there's no true escape, when love has been weaponized against you, and safety in that sense is an illusion, the body begins to malfunction. It like recognizes it, and it's like legitimately like it treats your body alone as if it's trying to shut your like organs and everything can't handle it. Your body is just systemically being shut down in the stress responses, burning out your organs, damaging your nervous system, weakening your immune system, triggers severe inflammation throughout the body. This is why you feel weak. You feel extremely fatigued and your body feels shut down. The body is in constant fight or flight mode, so it's hard for survival, and in that way that is completely depleting of all of your energy and all of your reserves of that energy within your body. These people act like monsters in your life, you might as well say, because you might feel like you're running a marathon and you're still on that marathon, and you have to shut down, you have to rest, and and meanwhile, all the while, every single day, every single time, your body is being manipulated into overdrive, where it's even just the simplest mundane tasks of 20 minutes or a half hour or 3 hours of constant fatigue that you have to fucking work through because of this abuse. And the chronic pain and muscle tensions, and oftentimes the people aren't even aware of through the covert mechanisms that these people place up in these body holds of trauma responses, and the muscles collapse internally. Widespread aches and stiffness occurs, and even disorders can be created through this abuse. It's suggested fibromyalgia being one of them that through this abuse can create, because breathing and suffocation of the sensations, the emotional weight can feel like literal suffocation on its own without any crushing, debilitating type of chemicals or attacks in that way, but it's the crushing sensation in on your chest, difficulty taking breaths, and even feeling like oxygen down to your cellular level isn't available for you. You'll have a weakened gut and digestive system right away. Stress weakens your digestive system, leading you to nausea, food insensitivities. Irritable bowel syndromes are a symptom which is closely related to the gut, which are closely related to your emotions, which often are shut down during these traumatic experiences when they're present. And so this is why in my history I believe I'd be working really hard and like puking everywhere. But I think it had to deal with a very chemical reality in my body now that I wasn't aware of or wasn't able to be made aware of before. But the mind and body go into freeze mode. It recognizes these things where everything slows down. Thoughts, motivation, even your heartbeat's rhythm can be trapped inside of your own body in ways unable to move forward onward. This is the autoimmune and the mystery illness itself. The body starts attacking itself as if mimicking the very emotional warfare that's happening externally around you, and it links up with what's causing disorders inside of your body, like lupus, chronic inflammation, these hormonal imbalances that people can legitimately attack holistically, but they're being so attacked that it's down to the cellular level. It's to mimic their impact down to the microscopic level of trauma that affects your DNA expression through the epigenetics of such, meaning the stress literally alters the cell's functions in and of itself, but then also the functions and stages of these war crimes being committed against you. Some cells start to age faster while others become dysfunctional, leading to symptoms that doctors can often dismiss as just stress, when in reality it's a systemic damage caused by this prolonged trauma in your life. And so the whole root of my message is to fight back, and healing from these kind of deep-rooted damages isn't just about an emotional processing. It's about a full body approach. The pathway to recovery involves detoxing from the abuser's influence, sure, removing all lingering ties, both emotional and material, to reset the nervous system away from them and without them, but rebuilding the cellular health is important, and that requires proper nutrition, movement, and deep rest. And without all of those things, you're in a constant battle, which is where I've been forced into based on these energy attacks and the hack that was meaning to stage up my life for this very important of their own crime over me. But so, I'm trying to restore my safety and trust in my body, engaging in the practices like grounding, breathing work, creative expression, to remind myself that my body, to try and remind my body and continue my body in an expression that it's no longer in danger. It's no longer in the position that it was in before, and then expressing this trauma through artistic music expression of poetry and things creates a movement, I feel, that releases me from the trap and pain that I feel I'm in, and it reclaims my strength. So that's exactly what Heartworks is. That's exactly why I want to create it. It's exactly what it does, even without these expressions, just with your prayer values that you can take with the Lord. And the Lord can hold on to your memories, your everything that you're asking the Lord to do. The Lord can do. So if this speaks to you, you're not alone in this fight. I just feel so alone too, and I'm trying really hard to fight and rewrite the script to the experiences that I've had, because the fact of the matter is that I've been targeted. Functionalities have been changed. Finding the resources that I need are seeming to not be available, and so it's just a real reality that people are conflicted with and forced into a lot of confusion, and then they're utilizing that confusion as your mental health. When it's not your mental health, you're solid. You're more solid than they are when it comes to this stuff, and in you to be able to still yet create and try to work out the expressive ways that you can take to go through the wall, go above the wall, dig out underneath the wall, or go around the wall, because that's exactly what these criminals are going to do in general through your life to you. And so you have to figure out how to break the barrier of a such covert, very narcissistic, malignant type of malevolence that's aiming to take your life and create this destiny swap of a sort. It's definitely used a lot of energy in a fashion of very satanic and ritualistic and abusive ways, very tactical and meaningful, and legitimately like, fuck you, Jesus, I'm ripping the keys from his grave from your hands. I'm gonna try and steal his grave from you. When Jesus owns the keys and these people are just balls to the wall dumb. They have a retardation with what is real out here and with what is actuality. They're having a hard time tying themselves to what actually is. Anyway, just my 2 cents on that, and I hope that we can establish something out here that can actually benefit humanity in a way that these things don't have to happen anymore. People don't have to die, and people don't have to be targeted to just fuck down, and their brains get dispersed, and some of them don't even know what's happening, and they get reactive, and next thing you know, fucking everyone's lives are fucking hurting, and their hearts, because of what actions people are taking out here. So, will you make a movement with me? Will you support me? Will you share my message? Thanks for being here. I really have something incredible. I believe that's bigger than anything else out here on this topic. So, I believe that donating in me in a real-time way, if I take this stuff out here in that same way back, it's going to translate back into your life. It's going to come back into your life. That's my wholehearted belief on the thing of itself that I'm trying to build out here. So anyway, if you can support that, I don't see anything else worth supporting. Like, I see this mission, I see where it would move to, I see the life changes it can create and would create, and I see it as a beautiful thing. So if you can support that, share my message, and please go into the description and see what you can't do. Thanks for being here.